Okay, so we're recording. Did everybody go through the quiz already? Last week we were a little confused on that, but
Yeah.
I got halfway through.
okay.
Yeah, I got further than last week.
Well, a good start. I'll start with the first one if that's good with everyone.
Okay.
The forces that make the market economies work are, I got C, supply and demand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me too.
Anyone want to take number 2?
I got the highest form of competition is called, I got C, perfect competition.
That's what I got.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I can do number 3.
Okay, go ahead.
You just want to have a question on
No, you're good. I'll do number 4.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, now it went away. Okay, sorry. The demand for a good or service is determined by, and then I put those who buy the good or service.
A?
So A, yeah.
That's what I got as well.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure about that one. I wasn't sure if it was A or D.
I found that one.
Because I was thinking the price like influences the people who are buying. So I was like, I don't know. Okay.
That makes sense.
But
yeah, I
if
got
you
A
guys
too.
are in agreement with A, then
Yeah,
I will
I
go
actually
with
found
what
that
you
one
guys
in
think.
the book. Gonna double check.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I did not. I was looking for it. But okay, so number 4, most studies indicate that tobacco and marijuana tend to be complements.
That's what I got as well.
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
Yep.
So, do I have number 5 then? I'm guessing.
Go for it.
All right. It says the following table contains a demand schedule for a good. If the law of demand applies to this good, then Q1 could be, and I put 200.
Oh, I had 0.
I put 0 too.
I got 0 as well.
Oh, nope, just kidding. Nope, I read through it really fast. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. At first I put 200 and then I changed it.
Yeah,
I was
nope,
like,
I was just honestly just going really fast through them today. So
I
definitely see that now.
I was thinking 200 as well, and so I had to search for a while and actually found it on the internet that it was 0. I'm assuming that anything less than 100 would be correct on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The only one that's a possibility here.
Basically showing if the price goes up, then quantity goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 6 says, refer to figure 4-7. The movement from DA to DB could be caused by, I got B, a decrease in income, assuming the good is inferior.
I was really confused on this one. I did an increase in the price of a complement, but then a question later on kind of made me doubt that.
And I was all confused, and I picked C. Buyers expecting the price of the good to fall in the near future.
To be completely honest on all these questions, I look them up online if I have to.
No, yeah,
so
that
do you
makes
understand
sense.
it? Because I would like to understand it.
Right. So then I searched to find the answers later on and like to understand it better, but that is what I found on there. I think this one does make sense because it's talking about going from DA to DB, which goes up it's a move to the right, a decrease in income, assuming the good is inferior, with the price. With the price going up, you're not going to be able to buy it if it's an inferior good if you had a decrease in income.
So, like, with it being an inferior good, like, it wouldn't it, like the demand wouldn't be affected as much by the price, right? Because people are going to buy it no matter what it costs, right? Like,
I think, isn't an inferior good affected more by price? Like if it's cheaper, people are going to get it because even though it's inferior, it's cheaper.
So an example I would use, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, what I'm seeing by inferior good is that it's a good that you don't necessarily have to have. And so say your income drops and it's the lowest on the priority poll and you have to cut something out.
I actually think you're right. You are right. Yeah.
So going up, like wouldn't the demand, doesn't this going up or no?
Yeah, that's where I'm not sure.
Like the price going up and the demand going up?
Yeah, I'm not good at graphs.
I know that's the thing. Is it's
Someday-
like DA to DB could be caused because the price is going up and the quantity is going up. Price
So
and
yeah,
quantity
wouldn't
are
it be
both.
that because if you have less income, then the quantity available is more, and then the price is going to go up because they're not selling as many? Or would it be?
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
price
that makes
going up is
sense.
what doesn't make sense about it.
Yeah.
So I found here it says in economics, an inferior good is a good whose demand decreases when consumer income rises.
So it
like
increases
like
when
normal
they're.
goods. When their income rises, the demand for it decreases. So I guess it would be like, I'm looking for an example of one. It's like cheap stuff, like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. I would assume it's
like
just kind of if you
ramen or
compare,
macaroni and cheese.
yeah,
Like stuff that you
you
would
compare
when
like
income goes up.
great
You don't
value
necessarily
versions
wanna
to
buy.
name brands or something, I'd say.
Right. Okay. So in that case, let me look. Yeah, so you'd be right that a decrease. Okay, then that would make sense. Okay, so a decrease in income would raise the demand for inferior goods
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
people would be poorer and they would buy those cheaper goods.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just want to make sure that made sense to me in my head.
No,
before I
that
went
makes
on.
sense.
So B is what you're
So B.
what we're all
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
7 is another one I don't understand. Which of the following? It says that the 4 families listed in the table are the only demanders of Mountain Dew in the market. Which of the following is a correct graph of market demand? And like, I don't understand this.
So this one makes quite a bit of sense if you just follow it on the graph.
Yeah.
So if you look, the right answer is A, and I checked them all in order, but that's how I found it right off. So if you've got a price of $12, you're at 0 because that's not even listed on the table above. But go down to a price of $10 and then go across and see where its point is. And if you add up the Adams family, the Jones family, and all those, you get 30. You get 50. So at a price of $7, it's 50. So if you go to $7 and then the quantity, they meet right there. That's the line that you're on.
Oh, okay. So the answer is the graph that shows the 7 and then the 50.
Yes, and then if you look at $10, it's a total of 20, and you'll notice that 10 and 20 intersect.
Okay, so when you said so for A, for me, the graph is like the 12, it's the one that goes to 12 and then just like disappears.
Yep, and that's because 7's the lowest price point you have.
And so the right answer is the one with like half the line.
That's what I got. Did anybody get different?
Because it's stopping at 7. Oh my gosh. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Essentially, stopping at 7 because it's not like there's a thing for Mountain Dew if it costs 0.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's like, you just put a graph in things, and I just like get all sorts of confused. Okay.
Yeah, graphs do that to a lot of people. That's understandable.
Okay, that makes more sense. Thank you, Jeff. Do you want me to do the next one?
Answer or anything different?
No, that's what I got. I mean, it was a little bit confusing because you're like, oh shoot, it drops off. You're like, shouldn't there be more to this? But
Hmm.
That's
yeah,
what I
but the
thought.
quantity, if the price was 0, would be like an infinite amount. Everybody would go grab it, so it made sense
Yeah.
to go ahead and cut it off.
Right. Well, then if you graph
That's
all of the points that it gives the data for, they
Yeah.
all go right through that line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely throws your mind off.
Yeah, I was like, why does it end? It's obviously not that one. I didn't even think about the price not going lower than 7. I'll go ahead and do 8 then, since Jeff helped me so much on that one. For 8, I got when quantity demanded has increased at every price. I got it might be because the price of a complementary good has decreased.
That's what I got.
Yep.
Okay, I can take number 9. Are we going in a certain order? Sorry if I'm skipping somebody.
Just whatever.
Okay.
Heather, you just
The
go
quantity
for it.
supply. Okay. The quantity supplied of a good is the amount that I have D sellers are willing and able to sell.
Mhm.
Me
That's
too.
what I got.
Good. On number 10, today's supply curve for iPods could shift in response to a change in, I put B, the expected future price of iPods.
I got that as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I got. Can anyone explain that? Because I got that answer from my nephew that's also taken this class, and I understand how it can be correct, but I'm not understanding why C is not as well.
Yeah. So with supply curves, it's all about like prices of things, not like now prices, but it's always like, I'm trying to explain this. It's like you're predicting what is like a future thing as well. It's like the things that you're going to have. So say in the future, if iPods are lower, I mean, like the price for iPods is lower, then that's going to move the supply curve because that's going to determine how many you're going to have, because you could have either
Right.
more or less of it, depending on the price of it. You'll know basically if it's supply or demand is just little keywords, honestly. Like if anytime you see future price in anything, that normally means it's going to be a supply.
Okay, and so would C be the answer if it was asking for the demand curve?
Yeah, so with demand, yeah, it's basically just saying that's like an income thing. So it's like if this person makes this amount of money, that'll give them that much desire to have it,
Okay.
So yeah, I guess that'd be more of a demand answer than a supply answer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm not very good at explaining. That's just how it makes sense in my head.
No, that's good. I knew A wasn't right, but I wasn't sure why C wasn't, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'll take 11. The diagram below pertains to the demand for turkey in the United States.
Sorry. Wait. Sorry. I had a child interrupt me. So what did you guys say was the right answer for that last one? Because I had C, but I think I heard you say it's not C.
It's B, but I was with you with thinking
Okay.
why isn't C right as well? Because B's definitely right, but C I thought was, and he was just explaining that would be more of a demand curve on C than a supply.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demand is
Thank
like income of
It's affected
somebody
by
instead
price.
of the price of an item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I can take number 11 since I haven't done a second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it says the diagram below pertains to the demand for turkeys in the United States. Refer to the figure. All else equal, a sale on chicken would cause a move from, and I put DA to DB, because if there's a sale, then there's going to be a shift.
Mm-hmm.
Lines, yep.
I got that as well.
As well.
Okay, everybody good on that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can take 12. It's another table, and then it says refer to the table. If these are the only 4 sellers in the market, then the market quantity supplied at the price of $10 is, I got 44 units.
Yep.
I just added up what everything was on the $10.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. Just go across the table.
Okay. So, who wants to take 13?
Oh, sorry. Did you say something, Jeff?
Oh, I was saying, who wants to take number 13?
No, 13. I can take it if you guys want. It says a rightward shift of a supply curve is called, and I put increase in quantity supplied. Or, I'm sorry, read that one wrong. Increase in supply.
Yep, and that's what I got as well, but I was wondering what in the world the difference was between the increase in quantity supply and increase in supply. Did anyone get different on that?
No, that's what I got. I think because I was looking back because I didn't know exactly what it was. And when I was reading, I basically it's kind of like the precision in words of basically what it's used for. The quantity supplied is different than the overall supply, I guess.
Okay.
Kate, wait,
Yeah.
sorry, guys.
In the
I'm
other
reading
econ
something.
class, I never understood that one anyway. But
Yeah. So did you guys get 44?
Yes.
Yes.
On 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then were you on 13?
Yes, and we were thinking increase in supply.
That's what I got. Sorry, children.
Both of us.
Okay. So then do we do 14 or are we on 14?
We're
We're
just
on
14.
We're on 14.
Take it.
This is another one I glanced at and was like, which supply schedules obey the law of supply? As price goes down.
So this one became easy once I looked up the true definition of the law of supply.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
It's firms B and D only, so answer D.
And the law of supply states that other factors have constant increase in price, increase in quantity supply.
Option A for firm A is the opposite of the law of supply. I don't know what you would call option C. That doesn't really follow either of them.
Yeah, it's kind of random.
It's like a parabola.
Yeah. I can do 15.
So you said B and D?
Because they both, as the price goes up,
option.
They're saying who will produce more, which makes sense when you're talking the law of supply. I'm a home builder, and if prices of homes keep going up, I'm going to be willing to build more and more because I'm making more per house.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do 15. The unique point at which the supply and demand curves intersect is called equilibrium.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yep, that was what I got.
Okay. So, did anybody have any questions on 15?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
That one's pretty simple.
16, yeah, on 16, when I got during microeconomics, I got really, really good at these, but now I've like forgotten. And so, at a price of 35.
So if it's above the equilibrium, it's always going to be a surplus.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter if it's
the
right or
shortage
left.
is below, and then the surplus is above, and then you just take the right point of the supply line minus the left point of the demand line. So in this case, it'd be 600 minus 200, so you'd have a surplus of 400.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the equilibrium thing, but I just took supply minus demand.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got 600?
No, 400 because it's 600
Oh,
minus
400. Sorry. Yeah, 600 minus 200. Man, because I always did it. Okay, I guess I didn't get the hang of it in micro because I would like look at it and it's like my tutor said whatever is above what you're looking at or below. But that makes
So
more
it's-
sense the way you guys explained it. It's the answer's 400 units.
Yeah, a surplus of 400, which was C.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 17, I can take, and I kind of have a question for anyone that knows more than me after this, but which of the following movements would illustrate the effect in the market for fences of a decrease in the price of wood? And I got A, point A to point B.
Point A to point B.
Yes, is that what everyone else got?
I did. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
This one's confusing because there's so many different moves.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
got
I was saying
the
A to B
answer.
because it could also be D to C, and
Okay, and that's what I thought. I thought it
Yeah.
could be either one of those, but it wasn't an option. So that was my question for anyone that understands it better: is would D to C be correct as well?
yeah,
if the price of
yeah,
wood
it couldn't be
decreased-
any of the demand curves because those ones go up all the way. So
Right.
I would say it's A to B.
decrease. So it's saying that price would decrease and oh my gosh, this is confusing.
Yeah, all it's saying is a decrease in price, and so it has to be moving in that direction. If you go from B to C, that's an increase in price. A to D is also an increase in price. I guess technically C to B is a decrease in price.
So I was thinking that it might like increase supply, but maybe not. Just probably decrease price.
Is this one of the ones that has that double move where you don't know, where you're choosing, since you're choosing between the two, you look at the demands and you see how that would affect the demand, and then you do the supply and see how that would affect the supply to see which way it moves? Because I know we had some of those questions in the homework assignment.
Yeah, we did. I'm trying to.
Or
Thing I've
since
learned
it's
so
demand
far with
one
the
and
homework this week
supply
is
one, are
whatever
they
you
the
think it is.
originals?
Yeah.
I like A to B.
I'll let you know I checked my answer on that, and it's right. But
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, from what I understand, since it's supply one and demand one, the supply one and demand one are usually the originals. And then, so if you move to demand two, then you're saying that the demand is going to move to the right. So I would just assume, since it's the original line and the only thing you're moving is the supply to supply one to supply two, then that's why it's E to B. I don't know if that makes sense.
yeah, I think it does.
Because you're not moving the demand at all. So the demand is just what it originally is, which you kind of just have to infer is demand one, because demand one and supply one are the originals.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. So. Is everyone comfortable on that one, or?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, I'll do question 18. Okay, so the diagram above pertains to the demand for turkey in the United States. All else equal, an increase in the productivity of turkey farmers would cause a move from Okay. To all right, I don't know if this is right. I said DB to DA, but no.
I got Y to X.
Okay.
I did too.
So Y to X.
The
An
reason I
increase
got
in
Y to X, and I'm not an expert on this, but is if their productivity goes up, their quantity goes up.
Oh, and the price would go down.
Drop the price.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
really move the demand curve.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
These are kind of one of those trigger words too, is because it's always going to be a supply curve when it's like a productivity of a worker or some sort. Or that's what I read today in the book, at least.
Because we're looking at the demand curve here. If it was supply that we were looking at, it could be a change in lines, right?
So sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
I've got to pay better attention to that.
Okay, everyone good with that?
Yeah.
Question 19, 4 more graphs to look at. And this one really threw me off. Which of the 4 panels illustrate a decrease in quantity supplied? And I ended up getting B. I knew it had to be B or D. I'm just not understanding why it's B instead of D. Oh, actually, now I think I do get it from all our other discussions, because in B it was the demand curve that was moving over, and it's the supply curve in D.
Yeah.
But A and C are both showing increases.
Yeah, so A and C are both showing increases in quantity. So now, yeah, that's what I'd do. That makes sense. Huh.
Okay, so B.
Yes, B is what I got.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We lost Chandler. When did she drop out?
I don't know. Whenever her kid woke up, probably. Whatever that was. I know I've had one down here. Mom, I need to tell you something. Like, okay.
I'm lucky with that. All mine are in bed, and my wife's out there to catch them if they come up.
I can get 20 if you guys want.
Yeah.
Says, which of these statements does not apply to market economies? And I put, prices ensure that anyone who wants a product can get it.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I got.
Pretty straightforward.
Okay. Well, that.
Okay. Can you help me before you submit real quick? Sorry if anybody has not. I need to go back to number 11. I think I missed that one when my kid was up. Okay, so the diagram pertains to the demand for turkey. Okay.
Yeah, so we got that all else equal, a sell on chicken would cause a move from DA to DB.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
So is everybody good with this time next week?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see you all then.
All right.
Maybe, I don't know if you